As a well-known hater of my Mom Cozy bottle washer who still uses it 3 to 5 times a day, this is what I do to make it the least unbearable, most bearable, whatever. Putting it directly next to my sink is an important step in making it more bearable because then I can just stretch my sink hose to the thing and that way I don't have to do any jugs of water. Don't look at my dirty sink. I like to start filling it with water before I start putting anything into it. That way it's already filled up because I hate the last bit where I'm just waiting for it to fill up with water. I mean, if your sink is faster than mine, maybe that's not as annoying to you, but for me, it just feels like the longest 40 seconds of my life. I don't know how long it takes, but it feels too long. I also put the soap in before I fill it up with stuff because the soap is supposed to go to the very bottom, so if you fill it up with stuff first, sometimes it can be annoying trying to make sure that it goes to the very bottom. I hand wash all of my flanges, flange inserts, and duckbills because I don't trust this thing to get them clean because I've seen too many times that this thing does not get them clean. So I like to hand wash them first. As annoying as it is, don't overfill it with stuff. Make sure that if you're layering things, they're not layered in a way where water can't get to them. This is obvious, but sometimes you're tired and you just really want things to get in there and then they end up not clean. You gotta make sure things are layered in a way where water can hit it from both the top and the bottom. There's 2 filters in this thing. I have not done anything with the very bottom filter, the one that you have to like turn the thing over to take it out because it doesn't come with extra filter parts and I haven't bought any. But inside the washing cavity, inside that, he's gonna ruin all my clips. Inside that, there is a filter, and that filter is super annoying to get to, but it's very important that you clean that thing a lot. If you're exclusively pumping, you should really be cleaning it at least once a day. I personally clean it once a day. It helps a lot if you use distilled water. I don't use distilled water. If you don't use distilled water, make sure you're running this thing with vinegar at least once a week. I usually just do, I don't measure it or anything. I usually put in what probably amounts to about 1/4 cup with one of my runs and call it good. Appliance wheels. This one is the most important because this thing is annoying. It takes up a lot of space. Appliance wheels like really help. So I have here, you can see the appliance wheels that I also have in my Baby Brezza sterilizer. You can buy these on the TikTok shop. I'll link them. And they are amazing. I've started putting them on all of my appliances. Like, they're so great. Like, come on, look at how smooth that is. Come on. That's my next tip though. Have a sterilizer dryer. I got this one for $25 on Facebook Marketplace. Having one of these to put things in when they're done but not totally dry is super helpful so you can get more runs out of this thing and have it be less annoying because things don't come out dry for this unless they sit overnight. So when I'm running it during the day and I'm running it a bunch of times and I'm like catching up, like I've got all these things that still need to be washed. As soon as it's done running, I just put those things into the sterilizer dryer and I don't run a sterilizer setting. I just do the drying setting to just make sure that they're dry before I put them in my buckets of clean spaces to then be sorted. And that's my last tip is have lots of buckets. I've got a bucket for dirty. I've got a bucket for clean. When I have less going on, I also have these buckets for clean, this one for little things, this one for big things, and that just helps me sort them all together. I'm currently in the process of washing literally all of my pump parts and bottles because I was on a trip and everything was really dirty. And so having a lot of buckets that are always clean and sterile, super helpful. Well, not sterile, but clean is super helpful. Anyway, these are the ways that I manage the fact that I hate my bottle washer while still having to use it 9,000 times a day. Hope you have a good day. Bye.